But listen, before she comes out, let's put on our headbands so we look like her.
Yeah. Make her feel at home.
Yeah. Because she wears wacky headbands and stuff. You know what I'm doing on mine?
What?
I'm going to put on an antenna. Oh, there you are. Come on, everybody, sit down.
Hail the conquering hero.
Now, let me introduce everybody.
Like
this is Jackie Stallone. Everybody has their headbands on. This, of course, is Frank Stallone. Yes. And this is Jackie's boyfriend, Jack.
How do you like that?
And we met him in Los Angeles. Right. This is the man that
and I guarantee you're going to ask him what color he is.
Yeah, what color are you?
Watch your show.
Yeah, what ethnic group are you?
Rainbow.
Really? I mean, seriously, you're so red, you could be an Indian, couldn't you?
You bet.
You guys are a bunch of Arapahoes here. Look at those.
How do we look, huh? Now, Frank has got to, you know, Frank is embarrassed by these headbands. He really
Why
is.
is that?
No, come on, the headband. You, seriously, because you told me the last time I met you, you picked up Mars on these things, if you tune them the right way. Seriously, Jackie.
Yeah.
Come on, Frank, you like these?
He hates them.
No. He hates them, right? Do you think
cuts
he's embarrassed?
over circulation.
I don't know why you should be embarrassed. Since the day he was born, I've been wearing them.
Oh, you really have?
So suddenly, should I change because he's famous?
It's almost like we're hippies.
I look like Grandma Moses?
Exactly. Now, this guy, Jack, is your love mate. Am I correct?
No, he's my,
Gopher.
Gopher?
Gopher.
So, Frank, this is your stepdad in a way, right?
I don't think so. Yeah. They just borrowed their clothes from Rick James.
Because it's a fascinating family tree, you know what I'm saying? Because this guy, you know, he's not your father, he's not your dad. Yeah. But is he like a dad to you?
Kind of.
He gives you advice and sits you down?
He does?
I never take advice.
Howard, Jackie and I have a platonic friendship. She said if we're compatible, within 20 years, we'll be married.
I would never consider marriage.
You will never marry anyone. No. And you would sleep with other men besides Jack.
Rejected again.
You do not sleep with Jack?
You are celibate, as they say?
Well, no, let's say he is.
He is celibate. You won't do anything for Jack to relieve the pressure inside?
We just
That's not my problem.
Right, so in other words, you are not lovers, you are just friends.
We hold hands.
All right, now.
But she does sleep with other people.
Right.
No,
oh, Robin, your headband is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Let me just say something. Yes,
no. My kids, I made a note with my kids, I'd only go with impotent men.
How much, now what's with Frank?
Thank you.
Frank will not get married. You won't, you're not into your boys getting married. You think your boys, for some reason, think they're too good for any women. Isn't that true?
I think they think they are.
Yeah.
I know Frank does. I'll tell you that much.
The kind of women they bring around,
well, you know.
let me tell you something. The women they bring around, they are too good for them.
They really are. Because Brigitte Nielsen
like
you hated. They were trash.
Well, if I thought the kind of girls my kids bring around, if I thought they're going to have trash like this, I'd never educated them.
Really? They just go after trashy women who will sleep with them.
I'd send them to a brothel.
It shows you how bad we are. She educated us, and we still pick those girls.
Are they, what are they? They're like common whores?
Not even, I'd say I don't even think they could make it as a whore.
Really? Unbelievable.
I think they have to give it away.
Really?
Well, there goes my love life.
Yeah,
What about Sly's latest girlfriend? Don't you like her?
I don't want to comment.
No, she's
What are
very
you
nice.
coaching her for?
No, she is nice.
She doesn't think she's wonderful. Frank, you think she's
Well,
wonderful.
let me just say, for a truck driver, she'd be fine. But damn, if a guy makes $100 million a year and 3 college degrees, I think he could do better.
Oh.
That's my opinion.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Nobody
I
pleases
sure
you.
thanks.
Nobody pleases you. Really, it's impossible.
Bring me around someone that pleases
Who would
me.
please you for your
Someone
son?
like you.
Yeah, I would please you?
I'd marry
The
Howard.
antenna? Yeah.
Come here, Frank. Why don't you marry me?
No.
What do you mean, someone like me? You are not wearing a bra.
I certainly am.
Oh, you are?
Me.
I'm sorry for looking at your mom that way, but your mom is attractive. What can I say? She is an attractive woman. She's a very good-looking woman.
I would pick someone like you for my daughter.
You would pick someone like me
For my sons, yeah, I think my kids should avoid trashy girls.
Oh, okay.
You do.
I think the girls I have are nice.
Jackie Stallone only thinks the good enough women for Frank and Sly are Diane Sawyer, Barbara Walters, and who was the other one?
Princess Di, because
Princess
really,
Di.
I think
All
she'd
these
play on
women
the
are taken,
side.
though.
Don't you understand that Frank and Sly want women who will just have sex with them? Don't you see that guys just want to relieve themselves? Look at this guy over here, this guy Jack.
I'm chomping at the bit.
Now, you've written this book.
Yes, and you're in it.
This is star power. This is about, you can tell your fortune from this.
Well, you can
You have
tell
a
your
prediction for the future?
I have them all written down for you.
Now, how do you get these powers?
I went to school for 17 years.
You're saying that anybody can go to school and get the powers to predict the future?
Not the power, the knowledge.
Really?
Well,
I went
how
to
else?
school for 17 years and I got a high school diploma. She got the knowledge?
Yeah. And
Well,
hey,
no.
she's got a book and you don't.
No, I went to astrology school for
Oh, I
17 years.
Frank, you can't get your mother under control? I mean, really, what is the deal?
I don't
You can't
know.
get her
Every
under
girl I
control?
meat, I'm so used to it because I grew up with astrology all the time.
He's a
and
good
it's
astrologer.
It was like a bad habit. Every
I
girl
don't
I'd see
believe
is
in
like,
this stuff.
what is your sign?
I don't believe in it.
Well,
I don't
then
believe
I
it.
had a nice prediction for you. I'll take it back.
No, go ahead. What is the prediction?
I did. Basically, your show was up for renewal on an eclipse.
Yeah.
And being that you're a Capricorn, your show will be renewed and be much bigger and better.
That's not good.
Well, I
You
can't
want out of
wait.
it.
No, and
Howard,
bigger.
she
And
tells it
Howard,
the way it
say
is.
it. You heard it here. I mean, I could have told you the opposite because I do TV shows for renewal contracts
Tell us
on a
something
regular
bad that's
basis.
going to happen to somebody. Tell us something bad that's going to happen.
Well, such as what?
I mean,
Circulation's going to cut off in your head in
I
about
tell you,
10
my
minutes.
head's going to fall up from this headband.
I don't like to say bad things.
Now, I read the book, and I predict that Frank will get crabs this year.
Frank is, oh, you want to hear a story about crabs? Can I tell it?
No.
ahead.
Oh, no.
Why?
I never had crabs.
Well, just a minute. You did
I never-
so once.
Mom, I used to go crabbing in the Chesapeake
no.
Bay.
I didn't
never
think of
had
crabs.
One
never had
day,
crabs.
Frankie was about 15 years old, and suddenly we lived
crazy?
in Philadelphia. Oh, he'll scream.
And he had to shave all his
No,
pubic
this girl sat on his lap,
hair. A girl sat on his
and
lap.
he could swear she gave him crabs. And what do you think he did? He doesn't know whether she did or not. He went to her father's house and knocked on the door and said, "Your daughter gave me crabs," and wanted the father to pay for a medical physical to Dr. Bedford.
Are you serious?
I know it.
You got to be proud of your boys. You got to be. You got to be proud. You
I mean,
really
if that
do.
is, that's probably the only case of like someone sitting on your lap fully clothed and giving you crabs.
How could that happen?
Now, tell me some more predictions from the, you're doing this astrology. You have
All right,
predictions
I have
about.
it all written down.
All right.
I was in Russia 2 months ago, and I had to do the predictions for the state of Russia, the economy, and Gorbachev's future. So I said,
Now, how do you get over to Russia? I mean, who pays for you to come over to Russia and do these predictions?
I went over as a tourist, and by accident or coincidence or destiny, my dream was to meet the Gorbachevs. I didn't think I stood a prayer, and that was going to stop me from going to Russia. But I found an interpreter who happened to be a friend of an interpreter of Gorbachev's who gave Risa my book. And by giving her my book,
You met with Risa?
both of them, I sat.
You sat with
I
Gorbachev?
spent 10 days with them in their villa.
You mean to tell me those two maniacs who run Russia
They're
were...
not maniacs. They're
they were-
both lawyers. They're very smart and
They were
very
reading the
fine.
book, and then they contacted you and said, I must meet with you?
They sent their KGB people to my hotel, and after the KGB took a limo about 50 miles into the country and really checked me out.
Jack,
Then
is
with
this
the-
true?
This is
You
true.
were
I
there?
was with
Well,
them.
let me tell you something. I was
Frank,
on,
do you believe this? You struggle
Well, let
along
me
and your
t-
mother goes to
Did
Russia?
she call you
it was
from that
on.
villa?
It was
No.
on Russian TV. I was on 3 times at a 30 million population. It was so good they satellited into BBC in London.
Yeah.
And basically, after that, I couldn't walk the streets in Russia. I was mobbed. And at the same time, you had Michelle Pfeiffer. Who's this bald-headed fellow?
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And
Bald-headed
they're
fellow.
all running around. No one cared about them.
When you met Gorbachev, did you offer him a headband to cover the stain on his
No.
head?
No.
No. Why
But
not?
I'll tell you something. It's
Yeah.
in the news, and someone's going to show me pictures. All the Russian women are running around headbands. They can't afford hats and all, but they have a headband on.
Do you know they assigned 8 KGB bodyguards for Jackie?
They
All
all
the
want-
people were
because I'm-
coming up wanted.
I think the headbands are wrapped too tight on both of you. I'm not kidding around about this, and you guys
I
know
was
that.
wondering if you'd donate that to Risa.
I'm telling you, I like
Wear
it.
it.
Now, let's get this straight.
Howard,
Let's
you
sum
look
up.
fantastic with that
Godspeed.
headband.
You two guys...
Don't take it off.
You two guys do not make love to one another.
Well, what do you call making love? What's your
We
definition?
neck and pet, but we don't make love.
You guys have never had sexual intercourse.
What do you call
Not yet.
sex
I'm
and
waiting.
sexual?
20
What do I
years
call
from
sexual
now,
intercourse?
she's promised.
A man and a woman joining together in
Is that
unison.
What you call it?
Would you say you two
How
don't?
about
I don't
we-
understand, Jack, what your role in all this
I'm
is.
anticipating 20 years from now, we will do it.
Let's
She
call
promised.
Sylvester. Come on, dial him up.
I don't know his
call.
number.
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't.
Why are you guys scared of Sylvester?
I'm not afraid. I don't.
You are so afraid of this guy.
No. I read.
Jackie, why are you afraid of Sylvester?
Afraid?
Yeah, call his house.
I don't have.
Dial
his number.
9.
What
One.
is his number?
I don't know.
You dial the number.
Pretend they don't know his number.
I
You
swear
can't.
I don't know. it
You
off
don't
the
know
top of my head.
Sylvester's number.
Not off
Off
the top of
the
my
top of your
head.
And
head?
Jackie can't summon it up through her headband?
Well,
Yeah. Jackie, here, borrow my antenna,
Yeah.
and you'll get it into the headband. Here.
Why don't we call the police department? Have them call him.
I give up on you guys.
It's like Roach Hotel. It's like, what is this?
You look like a little bit
That's
like
very nice.
like Connie Francis from Uranus with all of that. Sylvester ever give you like millions of dollars? Does he ever lay any money on his mother?
No,
Seriously,
he
will
gave
not
me a
give you.
basket of cookies for Christmas.
And he does not give you any money.
I don't
all
need
of
it,
his
fortunately.
millions. All of his millions, and he will not give
He's
you money.
sitting on it.
Really?
Yeah. He
Don't
lives
you-
in
does that
fear
bother
to
you
be
a little bit?
poor. No. He lives in total fear that he's going to be poor and starve to death, so I think he sits on it.
Well, that's very nice. A mother to be out there.
Kids feel this way.
Unfortunately, you don't have
Frank
to be
doesn't
with.
give you any money either, but he
Frank
doesn't have
doesn't.
any.
Frank doesn't have money to give you. So, right, Frank, you got your more money, right?
Yeah, sure. Shouldn't? Oh, yeah, definitely.